Hello everyone, I am Mahesh Naik from First PU Commerce stream. Today I am here to give a presentation upon some basic factors what you need to start a business. See, let us know what kind of things we require to start a business. In this session, let us learn how a person or entrepreneur can start his business by considering some basic factors. Let us move to first our basic factor, that is starting off line of a business. Starting off line of a business refers to nothing but a person need to know what kind of business he need to start when he want to enter into a market. The person with a low income or low money can prefer only a small kind of business like tin shop, pawn shop, sugarcane shop, etc. The person with huge income or huge investments or money can start a huge businesses or shops like cloth shops rather than stationery shops, etc. This is the first point, that is starting off line of a business, what a person or a businessman should be considered to enter into a market. So second point, when we are talking about starting a business, regards is that second point is that size of the firm. Size of the firm refers to the size of the business. See, when a person have a limited source of income, nothing but the business which is started by a person like tea shop. Tea shop requires a very small business. See, it occupies only a small business. We have seen that tea shops or sugarcane shop occupies very small place. Example, it can occupy only this much space. Where the person with huge incomes of other kind of shops like cloth shop requires a 30 to 40 sides of length or width. So it depends on the business how much it acquires the place. So the person should keep in his mind what kind of business he need to start. See, after starting the business, how much the business will occupy the space, he need to keep in his mind. So this is a very important part after selecting a business, that is the size of the firm. The third point regards is that choice of the ownership. Choice of the ownership is nothing but the ownership of a business which is held by a person. See, as I told you, a tea shop business, sugarcane shop business, this will be carried by a single person, nothing but they are called as a sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship is referred as a person which is controlled and managed by a single person, where he invests everything to his business and he get a profit himself and bear all the losses. And nothing but when we come to a big shop, nothing but cloth shop business or stationery business, this is done by including the partnership. Partnership is nothing but involvement of two or more person, where they invest money into the same business and they get profit and bear the risk. See, it depends on the business. Move to the fourth point, that is location of the business enterprise. Location of the business enterprise refers to the location of the business. See, when we have discussed what kind of business a person has to start, after discussing the size of the business, after discussing choice of the ownership, the fourth point tells that a person where need to start his business. See, it is one of the major factor that a person should keep in his mind where the business need to start. See, everybody knows that to start a business he need to move to the market. See, exactly to start a business he need to go to a particular market. Let us take a example of our Hospet. Hospet in Colpet, as we know that we can find many of cloth shop. Is a place where we get cloths so much in that area. So the main point or main establishment of the place in Hospet, in that Colpet, is that we'll get number of cloth shops. We can find that. Same way, a person who want to start a business of cloth shop, he need to particularly target on the place Colpet of our Hospet. So only he can get money or he can earn profit. See, a person without knowing anything, when he is new in the market, rather than starting his cloth shop in Colpet, he started his cloth shop in highways. Who will go to buy them? No person will go buy them. So we need to keep in mind that is a very important. Now let us move to the fifth point, that is financing the proportion. Financing the proportion refers to the amount brought by owner to start off his business. See, the person who don't have sufficient money to start his business, he can move to go to the banks, where banks provide loans which helps the owner of the business to start his business. Considering banks which helps the lending loans, rather than banks, the persons who start a big businesses like cloth shops, stationery shops or other shops, they can go to issue shares. By issuing the shares, when the public subscribe their shares, automatically they invest their money into the business. So it is another point that the business can be started by issuing the shares. That is the some basic factors what we should a business person or entrepreneur should keep in his mind the starting of the business. Now let us move to our sixth point, that is plant layout. Plant layout refers to the blueprint of a business. See, when we are starting a big factory, see we are factory business, so we need to be very carefully. We need to have high knowledge, because starting a factory can be more risky. As we all know, it is very risky. See, when we buy other equipments or machineries, we need to keep in mind that it should be placed beside or behind the clothing wing. Without keeping it beside or beyond, if we kept to a far place, no use where the cloth weaving can go. So we need to have enough of knowledge where this machinery or other equipment should be placed into a correct order. Now moving to our seventh point, that is physical facilities. Physical facilities is nothing but a kind of expression or a kind of appreciation to our business. See, a person after starting a number of business, or when a person start a new kind of business, he need to have some physical facilities. See, for example, when we go to the hotel, we can find number of chairs and tables, so where we can sit freely and have our meals. So this is provided by the hotels. The chairs or tables which we sit on them and have our meals, these are the physical facilities which the business owners provide to us. So when we start a business, the business person should know what kind of physical facilities should be brought into the business, so the person or the people can interact with them and they have comfortable, have they can get. Let us move to our eighth point, that is competent and committed workforce. Competent and committed workforce refers to the relationship between the worker and the owner. See, this relationship works as both the workers and the owners should be more complicated to the work. For example, let us take an electrical shop. See, a person has started his electrical shop. He has a labor or worker, four members as a workers. See, his timing is morning 9 to 9 p.m. morning 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. See, the owner of the business is very lazy. He don't have the time sense. See, when his business has started at 9 p.m., he comes to his business at 12 or 1. See, he don't have any commitment to his business. To start a business, both the worker and the owner should have committed into their business. A single labor or laborers or workers cannot contribute so much into the business. So both the worker and the owner of the business need to contribute their services, make their business stand into a very good position in the market. So competent and committed workforce plays a major role in starting of the business. Now let us move to our ninth point, that is tax planning. Tax planning refers to the government amount which is lent them by owners to pay it. Nothing. See, in every kind of a business, we can find taxes. See, the government allows some taxes where the business person should pay them. See, when you have started a business, your business is new in the market, to establish a stable existence in the business, to establish a goodwill into a market, you need to pay regular taxes to the government. When you pay regular taxes to the government, you will get a goodwill in that market. So tax planning, nothing but paying a tax which the government has allotted you to have sufficient money. There is a very fair view what we are showing to the market. So tax planning is a major factor that a person should consider starting of a business. Now let us move to our last and final point, that to start a business is launching the enterprise. Launching the enterprise, nothing but advertising of your products. What kind of business you have started, you need to advertise it into many ways. See, as you advertise your products in many ways, it helps the public to know about your products. So when the public know about your products, they automatically attract you with their products and they come to buy it. So that is another point, another benefit point for business person. Let us take an example of shoe shop business. A person has his own shoe shop business. He in some days got a new brand shoes, new company shoes. Now his work is to advertise, to make his products to be bought by the people. So he need to advertise his products. When he advertise his products by the terms of radios, TVs, or making the posters or banners of his shoes, it makes the public to attract to their products. When the public attract to their products, automatically the production of the shoes get increases, these shoes gets distributed or sells in a sufficient or quick manner, where the business of the owner become very sufficient, become well self complemented, has he have got more profits, because when he started a this kind of a business. So after starting a business, the major factor of the owner is that he need to advertise his products. When he advertises products, only that time the people can come to know about his product, and number of people come to buy his product. So these were the 10 major factors that we need to know how to start a business. I hope all you understood this, and I thank to my management of Gopinath PU College, who have given me opportunity to present this topic. So thank you.